Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
On the ready. Ultra.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the...
Let's go.
2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons at 11-2 now. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta defense out there for their next drive.
Hey,
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
here we go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play
Here we go.
that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 14. Try to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team doesn't.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. It's caught at the 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Hey, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
22 needle. Ultra. Go ultra.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Strike. Check strike.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Check man.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Right through. Green jack.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Miles Sanders, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Akers back-to-back catches. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mahomes. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this 1st half as the kick gets away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's got room. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mahomes take, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. On those sneaks, Charles, so many arms, bodies in there. Tough to protect it. You see it there.
And you and I both know that behind closed doors, coaches just call that careless. You know you're going into a mass of bodies, and they're going to be reaching for the football, and you're taught just to get low, protect the ball, and just drive forward and get what little yardage you need. In this case, let the ball get away from his body. It got knocked free.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Hardman to return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, run away, run away.
Now here's Mahomes. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads